It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And Tuesday officially is feeling like a Health Tuesday. So let's bring that to the forefront of conversation, because we all know how important it is to maintain a healthy balance in our bodies, and especially when it comes to our diet and digestion. But did you know that an overly acidic diet can lead to issues like heartburn, indigestion, and even discomfort after meals? Now, this might be ringing a bell for some of you. So pay attention, because joining us this morning is registered dietitian Kim Hoffman, who's here to talk to us about the benefits of alkalizing the body and how CITROSODA can help keep things in balance. Kim, how are we doing this morning?
Very good, thank you, Ral, and you?
Yeah, very, very good. And dying to kind of debunk what's really going on here with regards to alkalizing the body and alkaline diet. Is that an important thing? Can we actually do that? Can we alkalize our body?
So let's just talk about the concept of alkalizing the body. It centers around the idea that certain foods and lifestyle choices can actually influence the balance of the pH of the body.
Okay.
And moving it towards a more alkaline state is better and leads to health.
Okay. And obviously it's important to then get this, but I'd imagine that not all of us can consume maybe foods that are very alkaline rich. How do we combat this issue? Is there an option? Because let's be honest, it's easier said than done.
Easier said than done, and the amounts of foods that we have available to us, we are going to be eating foods that drive acidity.
Okay.
So this is where antacids do come into place and where they can help. So gastric antacids, what they do is they neutralize the stomach acids, and they help when there's minor stomach issues like the heartburn and the indigestion. And but antacids don't replace a healthy diet. They're just that temporary relief when you've had something that isn't ideal for your body.
Or maybe you've had like a lot of acidic foods that's possibly caused this effect?
Well, it's also, if you have heartburn and indigestion, there are things that have started going wrong with your system. So it's not only if you eat a food that drives acidity, it's certain people will suffer with this more so than others.
Got you.
But I think it is also important for me to say that antacids do only work on your stomach acidity and your urine pH, not on your blood pH. So when we're talking about alkalizing the body, we're actually talking about the blood pH.
Of course.
So your antacids don't really work for that. They help to temporary relief when you've got that heartburn.
Okay, and then temporary relief as well if we are in a situation where we've maybe put the body under a lot of strain, because there's a system at place that's creating this acidity and adjusting the pHs within our body. I think a lot of people listening right now, understanding the importance of this, would want to incorporate maybe more foods into their diet that have more alkalinity. Do you have any ideas or suggestions on what we could incorporate that will allow us to tick that box?
Yeah, just want to mention before we go into that this concept of alkalizing the body is a little bit misleading, because our bodies actually do this all the time on their own. We've got high, powerful functions. The lungs and the kidneys are constantly making sure that the pH balance is correct so that the body can work properly. But we can assist this process.
Yes.
And this is where the proponents of the alkaline diet do come in. So when we eat foods that drive more acidity, that's things like red meat, highly processed foods, sugary drinks, then we unbalance the body and we can potentially have more illness. But when we eat more alkaline foods, or foods that drive the alkalinity, and that's your vegetables, your fruits, your nuts and seeds, and of course water. Don't forget fluid. So it's the antioxidants and it's the fluid intake that help the body to rebalance itself and improve the health.
I like that. So, I mean, fruit and veg, water, those are
not difficult.
Easily accessible.
And I often say to clients, if there's one thing that I want you to do, is just try and get more vegetables into your diet. We don't eat enough vegetables.
We don't, and we have such an incredible variety and option of that right here in South
very
Africa.
True, very
what
true.
Are we waiting for? Now, I think that in many things in life, it's all about balance, right? And I think that there are many people that might be struggling or suffering with some of these issues, the heartburn that you mentioned, discomfort, indigestion. What are some of the ways that what are the advice that you can have that we can
Yes.
really help these people? Because people need our assistance right now.
Yes, heartburn and indigestion I
Yeah,
think is
and
quite common.
it's common, yeah.
Yeah, so there's 6 things we can do. So first of all, we need to take out the trigger foods. Trigger foods, the 4 are your spicy foods, your fatty foods, your caffeine, and your alcohol. There are
are gonna be like, "No, my
well,
lungs."
that's why it's hard.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why we do have a bit of help. But there are also other foods that can drive it, and sometimes it's good just to keep a log and to see because it can be slightly individualized. But those are the 4 main ones. The second thing is don't eat large portions.
Okay.
When we eat large portions, we put so much pressure on the stomach that acid starts moving into the esophagus, and that causes strain and the problem. So smaller meals more regularly in the day. Then we don't lie down straight after eating. Okay, again, that horizontal position drives that acid into the wrong direction.
Lunchtime and a nap straight afterwards?
If you do need to, just make sure your head is propped up nicely.
Okay.
Then we do want to maintain our weight. When we carry more weight, we have more fat around our organs. And that again puts that pressure on them and can drive that acid in the wrong direction. Clothes can make a difference.
Sure,
Wearing
okay.
tight clothes can really make you feel uncomfortable. And if you think about also pregnant women, that pregnancy is pushing on the stomach. Heartburn is
Yeah.
much more common in pregnancy. And then the last thing,
Yeah.
smoking.
Ooh.
Smoking really weakens that esophageal sphincter that's holding the gas in, or supposed to hold that acid in the stomach.
Yeah.
So stopping smoking really is beneficial
Well, it's
too.
crazy how these can actually compromise our system. And on the flip side of it, there's actually such an incredible amount of effort, help, and with you being here, you've given us all that guidance. So thank you so much, Kim, for coming
Absolute
through.
pleasure.
And I think for you, Mzansi, as well, I want to not only thank Kim, but also remind you that what we've learned today is something valuable. So if you are looking for a quick and effective way to alkalize your body, ease digestive discomfort, and just maintain that important balance that we've been talking about, then maybe you want to grab yourself a CITROSODA. And on top of this, you can also win 5,000 Rand in cash this week. So if hydration can help with heartburn, how many glasses of water do you drink a day? Well, you can tell us and use the hashtag CitroSoda in your entry. And that's the question you need to answer to get involved in this competition. A reminder that this comp closes on Monday, the 7th of April. So you've got this week to get involved. Closes at midnight, the 7th of April. And don't forget, T's and C's do apply. I feel like I'm informed, I've been educated, and there's every reason for you, Mzansi, to get involved in this one. Thank you, Kim.
Pleasure.
If heartburn, indigestion, or UTIs are slowing you down, well, CitroSoda is here to bring you relief and a chance to win 5,000 Rand every week right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, and entering is easy. Simply head over to Expresso's Facebook, X, or Instagram and answer the weekly question and include that hashtag CitroSoda in your answer.
Yeah, and don't let the burn hold you back. Enter now, and you could be our next big winner. T's and C's apply.